Gather around, dear listener, and let me unfold the tale of Samantha Wallace, a young woman full of hope and promise, who moved to the quaint coastal town of Innsmouth by the sea. Fresh from college, she eagerly embraced her new role as a middle school teacher, oblivious to the town's sinister undercurrents. The first days in Innsmouth were marked by an enchanting coastal breeze and the soothing lullaby of the waves. The town's ancient architecture whispered secrets of bygone eras, and Samantha felt she had found a haven. Yet it was not long before unease began to creep into her heart, manifesting in the peculiar behavior of her students. Her students, at first glance, seemed ordinary, but soon Samantha noticed unsettling details. An unnatural gleam in their eyes, skin that occasionally shimmered with an odd pallor, and movements that were disturbingly fluid. One foggy morning, little Tommy Fenton gazed out the window with an intensity that sent chills down her spine. "What are you looking at, Tommy?" she asked, her voice wavering slightly. "The ocean is calling, Miss Wallace," Tommy replied, his eyes reflecting an otherworldly light. Days turned to weeks, and the children's behavior grew stranger. They whispered of the deep ones, and drew unsettling images of aquatic creatures with bulbous eyes and gaping maws. Samantha's unease deepened, but she dismissed it as paranoia. One evening, as the moon hung low and the waves crashed ominously, Samantha walked along the beach to clear her mind. She stumbled upon a hidden cove, where townsfolk, including her students, gathered in a circle, chanting in a guttural, ancient language. An altar stood at the center, and on it lay the remains of a sea creature. Cold hands gripped her shoulder. She turned to see Tommy's mother, her eyes glowing with inhuman light. "You shouldn't be here, Miss Wallace," she murmured with a menacing edge. Before Samantha could react, she was seized and dragged to the altar. The chanting grew louder, and she was forced down. The last sight she beheld was the ocean, waves crashing closer, and the faces of her students and their families, eyes alight with an unholy glow. In a crescendo of voices, the townsfolk summoned their ancient gods. From the depths, the deep ones emerged, their monstrous forms illuminated by the moonlight. They had large, bulbous eyes, scales that shimmered eerily, and gaping maws filled with rows of sharp teeth. Their webbed limbs reached out, and with a final scream, Samantha was pulled beneath the waves, a sacrifice to ensure the town's prosperity. Thus ends the tale of Samantha Wallace, a young teacher ensnared by the malevolent legacy of Innsmouth. Listen closely, dear ones, for the ocean's call can lead to unimaginable horrors lurking beneath its serene surface.